Side. Good ball movement. Draymond, by the way, a triple-double. Kevin Durant, he was awesome defensively. Yeah. Explosive rejection. Keep an eye on that because more of that going to come later. Fourth quarter, Warriors now down one. Andre Iguodala. Give me some crazy eyes. 1 of 14 threes for Golden State. 3 minutes to go. The fourth, Warriors down one. Thompson to Curry in the corner. Curry, some contact on that one, but finds a way to get it in anyway. No foul called. Warriors up by one. Curry again fakes out Davis. Gets the easy lay in there. Warriors up 111-108. Curry 30 points in this one. 40 seconds in the game. Same score. Davis rejected by Durant. Told you he was explosive. Warriors maintain a three-point lead. Davis with the ball now. Green covering him. Davis had a solid night. 28 points, but turned the ball over 6 times, and that one is gonna hurt. Davis wanted the foul. A lot of tight defense. Contact, that happened. The foul did not. Warriors hold on to win 113-109. Here's Draymond.
Triple doubles don't matter to me. It is what it is. But to get a stop to win the game, I always rather win it like that than win it on the offensive end because you have to dig deep, especially against a player like Anthony Davis, to get a stop like that. So that means a lot more to me.
He loves a challenge and obviously steps up when it matters most and knows exactly how he can impact the game on that end of the floor, no matter if it's first quarter, second quarter, or last 10 seconds of a game. So we obviously appreciate that effort that he brings every night on that end of the floor.
So the 5-game, 7-day road trip is now finally over, and Golden State gets to go home after a stint that started Wednesday in L.A. against the Clippers. The Warriors just kept on going. The next night, they played in Utah, won that game courtesy of a 29-5 run against a late Jazz rally. Saturday, the Dubs pummeled by Memphis. At one point, they were trailing by 30 in the third quarter. That was followed up the next night in Minnesota, where they rallied from a 10-point fourth quarter deficit. And finally, Tuesday, New Orleans. Now they get to go back home. After a grand total of more than 5,800 miles, the Warriors, they get to play at home Thursday, hosting the Knicks.
Here come the Suns. Here goes the Knicks. Jeff Hornacek not pictured his first game back at Phoenix after being fired as the coach. He's now the Knicks coach. Kristaps Porzingis and Marquise Chris got into it. And apparently there'd been some chit-chat before. And Chris went to you. Don't mess with a dog. Porzingis gets up. Technical fouls would be handed out. All right, fourth quarter. Knicks down one. Justin Holiday throws it up. Porzingis, for the love of elevation, as Linda Cohn would say. Porzingis, crossover move, the big man. Porzingis. Oh, that would have been a game winner. Instead, the game remains tied. We go to overtime. Under 2 minutes left in OT. Porzingis hits the three. He was 4 of 4 from 3 on the other end.
Side. Good ball movement. Draymond, by the way, a triple-double. Kevin Durant, he was awesome defensively. Yeah. Explosive rejection. Keep an eye on that because more of that going to come later. Fourth quarter, Warriors now down one. Andre Iguodala. Give me some crazy eyes. 1 of 14 threes for Golden State. 3 minutes to go. The fourth, Warriors down one. Thompson to Curry in the corner. Curry, some contact on that one, but finds a way to get it in anyway. No foul called. Warriors up by one. Curry again fakes out Davis. Gets the easy lay in there. Warriors up 111-108. Curry 30 points in this one. 40 seconds in the game. Same score. Davis rejected by Durant. Told you he was explosive. Warriors maintain a three-point lead. Davis with the ball now. Green covering him. Davis had a solid night. 28 points, but turned the ball over 6 times, and that one is gonna hurt. Davis wanted the foul. A lot of tight defense. Contact, that happened. The foul did not. Warriors hold on to win 113-109. Here's Draymond.
Triple doubles don't matter to me. It is what it is. But to get a stop to win the game, I always rather win it like that than win it on the offensive end because you have to dig deep, especially against a player like Anthony Davis, to get a stop like that. So that means a lot more to me.
He loves a challenge and obviously steps up when it matters most and knows exactly how he can impact the game on that end of the floor, no matter if it's first quarter, second quarter, or last 10 seconds of a game. So we obviously appreciate that effort that he brings every night on that end of the floor.
So the 5-game, 7-day road trip is now finally over, and Golden State gets to go home after a stint that started Wednesday in LA against the Clippers. The Warriors just kept on going. The next night they played in Utah, won that game courtesy of a 29-5 run against a late Jazz rally. Saturday, the Dubs pummeled by Memphis. At one point, they were trailing by 30 in the third quarter. That was followed up the next night in Minnesota, where they rallied from a 10-point fourth quarter deficit. And finally Tuesday, New Orleans. Now they get to go back home. After a grand total of more than 5,800 miles, the Warriors, they get to play at home Thursday, hosting the Knicks.
Here come the Suns. Here goes the Knicks. Jeff Hornacek not pictured his first game back at Phoenix after being fired as their coach. He's now the Knicks coach. Kristaps Porzingis and Marquise Chris got into it, and apparently there'd been some chit-chat before, and Chris went to you. Don't mess with a dog. Porzingis gets up, and technical fouls would be handed out. All right, fourth quarter, Knicks down one. Justin Holiday throws it up. Porzingis, for the love of elevation, as Linda Cohn would say. Porzingis, crossover move, the big man. Porzingis! Oh, that would have been a game winner. Instead, the game remains tied. We go to overtime. Under 2 minutes left in OT. Porzingis hits the three. He was 4 of 4 from three. On the other end, Eric Bledsoe, and Porzingis fouls him, and he fouls out with 34 points. 35 is career high. Knicks with the lead, though, but now Suns down one under 40. Bledsoe, the lay-in, take another look. Bledsoe, 31 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. Phoenix has the lead. The Knicks have the ball. Down one, under 15 seconds left. Carmelo Anthony off balance, the air ball. A shot clock violation is called. The Suns go on to win 113-111. Mad Zingas afterwards.
There was some word exchange before that, and it was just both of us playing aggressively, and a hard foul from him, and obviously, I got mad and got up and reacted the way I reacted, but it's all good. It's, we play basketball. It's always aggressive. It's always competitive.
I've never seen him get that angry. So for him to kind of get to that point, obviously something was going on. That wasn't going his way, or he felt, it was kind of getting out of hand at that time.
Getting out of hand was Bledsoe. Hot hand, 16 points in the fourth quarter in OT, more than the rest of the Suns combined. Bledsoe, 31 points in the night. His third straight 30-point game, extending the longest streak of his career.
Wilson throws it over the middle. Intercepted. Yes. Deep down the right side. Yes. It's intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Third time they picked off Russell Wilson.
But a career worst 5 interceptions in this game.
Anytime I turn the ball over, I hate that. And so we just want to move on.
And Goff 3 steps, looks to the ring. It's intercepted.
Oh, man. We were in middle school offense out there. I don't care if we out the playoffs or not. Just come up, show up, and play.
Yeah, you know who would have absolutely no problem working this Thursday night? Jeff Fisher, but he's no longer coaching the Rams, who play at the Seahawks. You know who says he's not going to replace Fisher? The Seahawks' Pete Carroll. Asked about reports that the Rams would like to make the Californian Carroll their next coach, Carroll said no comment. That leaves the door open. Then asked if he would like to rule the possibility out entirely, Carroll said yes, which is not a no. Richard Sherman, very clear.
Poop fest. It's terrible. This is, we played, freaking got home like 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that on Monday, and then you got to play again. I mean, congratulations, NFL. You did it again. what they've been doing it all season. So I guess we're the last ones to get the middle finger. There's really not much you can do right now, as part of the revenue, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm sure the league has probably something else up their sleeve. They might have a Friday night game planned. Who knows?
Where does Thursday Night Football rank in terms of your discontent?
It's pretty high. Top five. Because it's just no regard. It's hypocritical, as I've stated before. They make this huge stance about player safety. Then you put the players in tremendous danger.
Seahawks have lost 3 straight, 4 of their last 5 against the Rams. They're the only team the Seahawks have played multiple times and have a losing record against in the Russell Wilson era. From middle finger to thumb, the Rams running back, Todd Gurley, talked about saying his team was running a middle school offense. Remember that? Well, now we hear from him after Coach Fisher got fired.
Were you upset with the way your comments were portrayed in the media or the way they were played up?
I really don't care. At the end of the day, if anybody's seen the game and see the way we played, then, and seeing the whole interview, then you will know what I was talking about.
What was your reaction to the Jeff Fisher firing?
It was tough. It was tough on a lot of guys. Coach Fisher, he did a great job. He brought everybody in. We loved him as a coach. A lot of other people didn't, but at the end of the day, we knew what he did for us. He brought us in. He the one who drafted me when nobody else believed in me. So, it definitely hit us hard for sure.
Speaking of that Fisher seat, Coach does well coaching college kids. Then Coach says bye-bye and bolts for the NFL. It's not exactly an unfamiliar story. In fact, Jim Harbaugh has done it before. From Stanford to the 49ers, he is now back in college, Michigan. And while there is an NFL coaching job open, see LA Rams, Harbaugh says any talk of him leaving Michigan is bad guy speak. And I quote, "I am not leaving Michigan. I'm not even considering it. A lot of this talk is coming from our enemies. They like to tell that to their recruits and to their families to try to manipulate them into going to some other school besides Michigan. But we know them as jive turkeys."
Look, guys, short, sweet, to the point. I'm not leaving. Don't worry about it. These are lies made up by our enemies. Type of deal. Yeah. And you know what? And then it was just kind of like a team, got a team all riled up, We don't want any enemies infiltrating the fortress, so we knew. Just based on how much Coach Harbaugh loves the program, loves Michigan, he's not leaving anytime soon. If ever, he could be one of these legendary coaches you see in Michigan 15, 20 years down the line. That's has the folklore of Bo Schembechler-esque character. So, yeah, I don't see him leaving anytime soon.
Big Ten reporter Dan Murphy now, he's no enemy. My grandmother always told me where there is smoke, there is fire. How much smoke is there to this rumor?
Not a whole lot, I don't think. I think there's a whole lot of smoke and no fire, it seems like. Jim Harbaugh addressed it directly tonight, saying that he's not leaving Michigan. He's not even considering it. Those around him sort of laughed at the idea that if he ever did leave for the NFL, that it would be this soon, and especially for this particular job. So these rumors are probably going to fly every time an NFL job opens up, as long as Harbaugh is still doing well at Michigan. But this one doesn't seem to have any legs at all.
Exactly. These types of rumors, they fly every time there's a job opening. But why does it seem to get Harbaugh so fired up?
He was particularly fired up tonight. He was at the team's annual end-of-the-year banquet, and he kind of pitched this as some negative recruiting that he thought some other schools might be doing against them, where they can go out and talk to some prospects now and tell them that Jim Harbaugh might be headed to the NFL. So he thought that maybe it started there. He, in fact, called a few of the coaches jive turkeys for starting these rumors. I'm not exactly sure what he means by that, but he was pretty excited about it tonight.
Google it, my friend. Games, not just played on the field. Dan Murphy, see you next time. Coming up from SportsCenter from Los Angeles and Bristol, top plays with kids in the mix. A special baseball request. Messi's guest And then, of course, you have to have the holiday celebration. A case of college football espionage, a month-long investigation finding game plans leaked in the ACC. And what is next for the world's best gymnast? Simone Biles in studio with Neil. Ahead.
Would you like to be on Dancing with the Stars?
I think it'd be really fun.
The 2017 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport with available all-wheel control and starting at $19,795. It's ready for any adventure you can imagine. Get up to $3,000 cash back on select models during the Mitsubishi Motors Holiday Sales Event.
If you corner the rum market, how will you hold the power once you have it?
Doesn't take much to pull the trigger. I'm damn gonna be good enough for you.
It no longer matters what you want. You're in this life.
Live by Night. Rated R. In theaters everywhere, January 13th.
Matt, NFL 17.
Wild horses, wild horses, wild horses, run faster, run faster, run faster. Run faster.
Get the new Xbox One S.
Lean on me when you're not strong. We all need somebody to lean on.
These days, everyone needs a side hustle. And driving with Uber lets you go from earning to working to chilling at the push of a button. Earning, chilling. Earning, chilling. Earning, chilling. Earning.
Go, go, go.
Seatbelt.
Okay. All right, please go.
Okay.
Get your side hustle on. Sign up at uber.com/drive now.
Sports Center, brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer, and Rogue One, a Star Wars story. The Rebellion begins Friday in theaters and IMAX 3D everywhere.
Barry Melrose has the night off. Ogie Oglethorpe detained at the border. It's an original six matchup. Antti Ranta in net. Eddie Jockman the night off. Ranta pitched a shutout against the Blackhawks in overtime last Friday. No shutout on this one. Trevor Van Riemsdyk, a guy you don't think is going to score. He got his first of the season, first in 32 games. And then the former Ranger, Artem Anisimov, the one-timer. The nice pass by Campbell. Scott Darling, Corey Crawford saw it. Scott Darling had 33 saves. Marian Hossa had a big one there. Big save by Hossa. Chicago, 2-1.
Tibbs is back in Chicago. Old team versus new team, Timberwolves and Bulls. Tibbs fired in May of 2015, but some love from Jimmy Butler and Taj Gibson. Middle of the first quarter, Bulls up 7. Robin Lopez inside, gets that hook shot. And now at this point, you're thinking, oh, this is gonna be all Bulls. And at some point, you would think that would be true because the Bulls led by as much as 21. But the Timberwolves, oh, they'd come back. Karl Anthony Towns, Slick moves. Gorgie Jang. Timberwolves down just 4 at the half. Later in the third, they're now up 3. Towns splitting defenders and making it look pretty. Timberwolves would lead by 3 going into the fourth. 52 seconds left. 2-point game. Dwayne Wade with the miss. Ricky Rubio there to pick it up. Zach LaVine. Timberwolves now up by 4. 21 seconds to go. Last chance for Chicago. It's Wade stuffed at the rims by Towns, and he's looking for the foul. Oh, he'd get one, but not the one he wants. He's fouled. Teed up, not once, twice. He's gone. Minnesota wins by 5. Tibbs, the W. Wolves snap their 4-game skid. Trailing by 21 points, making this the largest comeback by any team in a game so far this season. They got that going for them. It's the largest for Minnesota since November of 2012, when the team rallied from a 22-point deficit against the Nets.
Let's go to the Great Northwest. Portland back in town after getting beat the night before in L.A., taking on Oklahoma City and Russell Athletics. Russ Westbrook, baseline, throws it out. Came in averaging 31, 11, and 11 to Steven Adams. And now Westbrook goes to the bench. And then with Westbrook on the bench, the Thunder goes south. Cantor. Myers Leonard. What's with Myers Leonard's hairdo? And then Anthony Morrow drives, blocked by Ed Davis. Allen Crabbe. Thunder go 1 for 14 with 4 turnovers. Westbrook on the bench in the first half. Portland puts up 68 in the first half, the most allowed in a first half this season by the Thunder. Westbrook back. Would OKC come back? Adams put back. Adams looks like he'd be fun to hang out with. Afterwards, Damian Lillard tries to pick up, and Westbrook plays kickball. And Lillard's like, come on, man. What's up with that? And then Westbrook, hey, your mouthwash ain't cutting it. Portland ran away with it. Lillard. Mason Plumlee is playing well. There are more than one Plumlees in the NBA. They are related. Lillard had a 17 and 9 assists, and Portland won by a bunch.
We've all gone a little wackadoodle at times, right? Like boyfriend or girlfriend breaks up with you. Now, I'm not saying like you keyed a car or anything, but maybe you said some things you're not proud of. It happens to the best of us. Well, Wake Forest once broke up with a former student athlete turned graduate assistant turned assistant football coach. They didn't hire Tommy Elrod, nor was he retained when current head coach Dave Clawson took over in 2014. Elrod went from coaching to the Wake Forest radio broadcast booth, and hell hath no fury like a former coach scorned. Apparently, allegedly, the school claims Elrod, for the last 3 years, has been trying to leak football game plans to opponents. Elrod has once again been fired by Wake Forest. He's also been banned from the school's athletic department and its facilities. Now, Wake Forest opened the investigation after a November 12th loss at Louisville, and after a member of the Demon Deacons traveling party found game planning documents inside the Cardinals stadium. The probe led to the university to conclude that Elrod had been making repeated attempts to leak information to opponents. For more reaction on this, here's Lisa Kearney and Trevor Maddich. Our college football analyst, Trevor Maddich, joins me now. And Trev, let's get your perspective here on this. What is your take on this situation?
Lisa, this is a profound betrayal, so deep that I can't even imagine it. Because inside a football locker room, it's a brotherhood. And you suffer physically for your brothers. You suffer emotionally to fight through that physical pain so that you can work together to bring about a result, winning football games that are so important to all of you. You bleed together. And for somebody that was a player in that locker room at one point to turn around and proactively betray that trust and work to harm the efforts of players that are doing that suffering for a common goal is something that you can't even get your brain wrapped around.
And his former teammates even coming out and saying, I'm still in shock. I'm hoping for a disconnect somewhere in this story. Trev, but his official capacity was a radio analyst. So the question begs, why did he have such access to specific detailed game plans?
Lisa, it makes perfect sense to give him that kind of access because a radio analyst is the interface between the program and the fans listening to that broadcast. And the fans can have a richer connection to the team if that analyst has more backstory. And so he had full run of practice in the meeting rooms, full access to the players, so that when the broadcast happens, instead of saying, oh, look, dude just ran the ball, he can provide context about who that dude is, how he came to be there, what the coach's thinking was when they ran that play. And it's good for the program that the fans care, and the fans care when they know more. But that requires trust, and that trust was violated, Lisa.
Now, coaches are typically very aware of scenarios that things could get out. How cautious have you found coaches to be throughout your very long career here in this football world?
Coaches are paranoid. They're flat out paranoid. And we just found out that just because you're paranoid, it doesn't mean that they're not out to get you, right? In this day and age, when it's so easy to just take a picture of a play with your camera phone and email it to somebody. In this day and age, it's got even more at stake for coaches to either trust or to not trust. And now there's another reason to not trust.
Starting center for the '84 National Championship team, Trevor Maddich. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Lisa.
Tommy Elrod has so far had no comments. More SportsCenter coming up in just a few.
If there was any way to make the $10 any pizza carryout deal from Pizza Hut any easier or any better, we'd do it. But any way we slice it, you're free to choose any large pizza with any toppings or any recipe, like Supreme or Meat Lovers on original pan crust. The $10 any pizza. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
A storm is coming, and my son is walking right into it. Rated M for mature.
Gears of War 4, now $20 off.
Dreams. You have to have them. You've got to dream. Big, loud, with fire. If you don't have the dream, you don't fly. I dreamed I did tequila with the gods. And you gotta know they've got good tequila.
Wake up! Come on! Why are you sleeping? Come on! What time is it? It's go time! Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go! I feel like I went to bed an hour ago. I'll make the cocoa.
Get a great offer on the car of your grown-up dreams at the Mercedes-Benz winter event.
It's the look on their faces that makes it all worthwhile.
Now lease the 2017 C300 for $389 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer.
The field is set. Chance to compete for a championship. Ohio State wins. Off to the playoff again.
At Cobalt, we work with innovative tools every day, like the double drive. It may look like an ordinary screwdriver, but when you hold this collar and turn the handle forward and backward, the bit keeps on moving, which means it drives twice as fast. Its all-metal gearing is engineered to last, taking on tough jobs. And the new quick load technology securely holds standard and precision bits. Double drive helps you get more done.
Double drive is fast and easy, now with standard and precision bits. Buy at Lowe's or online. Cobalt tools, exclusively at Lowe's.
I used to think that life was a race and I was losing. Then I went to Credit Sesame to check my credit for free, and suddenly I discovered my true financial potential and started winning. I am 90 seconds away from finishing my run. The same amount of time it takes for you to get the tools you need to take control over your finances and credit.
Go to creditsesame.com for your free credit score and tools for the fastest way to get on track.
Knowing is the first step towards winning. Check out creditsesame.com.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Suicide Squad Extended Cut. Own it on digital HD or Blu-ray today.
Grizzlies on a 6-game winning streak. Cavs trying to snap it 1 star down. No Kyrie, a little R&R required, but that's okay because they have LeBron. Get it? He's strong. Strength on Tuesday, waving off the screen. And look at LeBron's face here. Here's why. Andrew Harrison, why is he even guarding me? That's maybe the question there, because LeBron is 6'8", 250 pounds. Harrison's 6'6", 213. He makes it look easy. Troy Williams, here's another issue. LeBron has 40 on him, bowls him over. Then eventually Love loses the ball. LeBron gathers it up and scores on Williams. The fourth quarter we go. LeBron's now got 4 inches and almost 40 pounds on poor little 6'4" Tony Allen. LeBron. Same story, because you know why? LeBron is brawny. Later in the fourth, LeBron, Kevin Love. No look, backdoor. LeBron finishes with 23 points, 8 assists, 6 boards. Cavs win their 5th straight, 103-86.
Oh, let's go up to Eugene. Stop by Rennie's, the Cooler, and Taylor's before the game at Matt Knight Arena, where Oregon and Dana Altman looking for their 32nd straight win in that facility. Tall first. Oregon leading D1 basketball in about 9 blocks per game. And the big man on campus, the big talk-to-the-hand guy, is Chris Boucher, who spent a lot of time in Montreal, so Barry Melrose is digging him. 4 blocks in the first half for Boucher. The Grizz hung around, as the Grizz are wont to do. And at the Mo Club, they were thinking, you know what, we might be in this. But Boucher, I got your putback right there. The late Greg Ballard, the last Duck, to get 20 points and 20 rebounds in a game. That was about 40 years ago. Boucher, 23 points, 19 rebounds. Quack!
Troy Copain, number 25, Cincy, hosting Derek Griffin and Texas Southern. Now, Cincy is up 3, but watch Griffin sprinting down the court. Trey Jefferson doing some work off the dribble and the rebound. Jefferson tossing it up. Griffin, oh my, off the backboard, beauty. Texas Southern pulling within 1. That's not supposed to happen. Second half, though, Cincy would pull away. We call this a balanced attack. Copain, give me 3. Then Gary Clark with the hook. Jaron Cumberland, he gets in the 3 action. Clark, the assist off Kyle Washington. 2-handed dunk. Cincinnati would win this one easily, 96-58.
What if I told you the greatest female American gymnast is on our set? Is that something you'd be interested in? Simone says yes in 30 seconds.
And at Progressive, we let you compare our Progressive Direct rate.
Great deals for reals.
And our competitors' rates side by side, so you know you're getting a great deal.
Saving the moolah.
As you can see, sometimes Progressive isn't the lowest.
Not always the lowest.
Jamie, what are you doing?
I'm being your hype man. We said we was going to be the hype man.
No, we said we wouldn't do it. I'm sorry, we were talking about savings.
I liked his way.
Cha-ching! Talking about getting that money. Talking about getting that money.
Savings worth the hype. Now that's Progressive.
If you have not seen Simone Biles yet, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
You are seeing the greatest of all time.
It's Simone's party, and everyone else is just a guest.
Once again, obliterate. Seems like the right word.
Just about perfect.
She is a 4'8" giant.
Oh, it's Book of the Month Club with Simone Biles, the renowned gymnast who is now an author. Here's her book right here. It's called Courage to Soar, A Body in Motion, A Life in Balance. A body in motion, we know. We saw Rio, the golds and the 1 bronze. But a life in balance.
Yes.
How do you keep your life in balance after what happened to you?
I still try to do normal, everyday teenage stuff. I still go shopping. I still go out to eat, still go to the movies. So, like, I try not to let any of it stop me.
What's the last movie you saw that you liked?
The last movie I actually went to the theater to see was Moana.
And how was that?
It was good. It was so cute. I wanted to see it.
It's about Hawaii, right?
Yes.
I'm from Hawaii. There you go.
Really? I
See,
love Hawaii.
You feel that right there?
I'm going next year again.
There you go. What island?
The big one.
There you go.
Oahu.
No, the big island is Hawaii. Oahu is the island that's the most populated.
Oh, snap. So which one am I going to?
Well, if you're going to Oahu, where Honolulu is.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Awesome. All right. What's the craziest thing that's happened to you since you returned from Rio?
We've gotten to do a lot of cool opportunities, like go to the CMAs, go to the VMAs, go meet the president and stuff like that. So I would consider those all crazy things.
Okay, what was it like to meet the president?
It was really cool. Like, he's a normal person. Him and Miss Michelle were even bickering back and forth. So they're even normal about who's going to take a picture with us first and stuff. So
Now, you know where President Obama went to high school?
No.
Hawaii. It all comes back. All right? It all comes back to Hawaii. What's the message in the book?
To just never give up. And even a lot of professional athletes, they have a rough, like, not even an upbringing, but a rough start in their sports. And they've had failures as well. But you have to go through failures to succeed.
And your upbringing included foster care.
Yes.
So you're drawing on your own experiences?
Yes.
When you think of your experiences, what do you think is rough and what puts you over the hump?
Most of the time it's just failures in gymnastics, but I wouldn't even call them like failures. It just like didn't happen when I wanted it to happen, but it eventually did. So those were like rough times, but then I always kept my spirits high, and then like if I didn't do something one year, then it would happen later on because I would worked really hard. What's
being named the ESPNW Women of the Year, Woman of the Year? What's that do for your spirits?
It's pretty cool. It's a huge honor to be named to that, along with all the other amazing women that are featured in that category, so it's pretty cool.
You won 4 golds and 1 bronze in Rio. Where are those medals?
In a safe.
Do you let the bronze medal hang out with the gold medals?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
What medal is that you're tasting right there?
Probably a gold one, because you bite the gold.
And what does gold taste like?
Medal.
Victory?
Well, that too.
What's the feeling one gets when they're standing on the medal stand receiving a gold medal for their country?
You just have so much pride in representing your country, and they only select 5 people, so it's such a huge honor, and you just like, all your dreams came true, and you worked so hard, so it's a very good moment.
You were the flag bearer in the closing ceremonies.
Yes.
What did that mean to you?
That was another cool honor. Like, Rio for me just kept getting better and better. Like, we won team gold, and then we did really good in the all-around, and everyone did really good in their individual events. We got to meet Zac Efron, and then I was flag bearer, so it was pretty cool. It was an amazing honor.
Which team member is your best friend?
I mean, we're all really, really close, but like Lori's like a sister to me, and we roomed the whole entire time in Rio, so I just love her to death. And she just won Dancing with the Stars, so.
She did?
Yes.
Would you like to be on Dancing with the Stars?
I think it'd be really fun.
I think that will probably be somebody will hear this and go, we have to get that going. The book is Courage to Soar, A Body in Motion, A Life in Balance. Yes. The author is Simone Biles, even lovelier in person than she was at the Olympic Games.
She is so cute and so strong, but not quite as strong as the Hurricanes. Tuesday, they were a Cat 6, off the charts. Third period, Canes down 5-2. On the power play, Derek Ryan to Jeff Skinner. Redirection. Skinner gets his 11th goal of the season. Some execution on that one. All 5 players on the ice touch the puck before that goes in. And that's just the beginning. 5-3 the score. 2 minutes, 58 seconds later, Justin Falk, Ron Hainsey, 2nd goal of the season. Hurricanes cut it to 5-4. Jeff Skinner now forcing the turnover. Ryan to Victor Rask. 10th goal of the season. Tied up at 5. 1 minute and 18 seconds later, Elias Lindholm to Falk on the wrister. Hurricanes 6-5 lead. 4 goals, 4 minutes and 40 seconds. And that ends the night for Ryan Miller. Hurricanes, though, they're not done. Joakim Nordstrom liked the score, but better because Stahl converting on the rebound. 6th goal of the season. Hurricanes up 7-5. Lee Stempniak from the red line. 6 goals, 6 players in the third. First time that has happened since 2007. Canes win. what a finish. 6 goals, 6 different players in the third period. First time again that's happened since 2007 against the Panthers. It's the last time we saw that. Since moving to Carolina in 1997, the Hurricanes are the only team to score 6 in the third period, and they've done it twice.
Bartender, how about a Jack? Not for you, Jack Eichel. I don't believe you're old enough. But it's the Sabres taking on the Kings in Buffalo in the second. Sabres down 2-1. Eichel. Barry said throw it at the goal. Good things happen. It does. Gets by Peter Budaj right there. When's Quick coming back? Ever? Sabres tie it at 2. And in 2:08, it will be Eichel again. Scores the wrist shot. Eichel. Opens, but you can't give that. Somebody, break down. Go ahead and give it to me. Sabres lead 4-2. Now 4-3. Eichel. Evander Kane is his name. Eichel, not the no-look. Eichel's got 5 goals in 7 games this season. The Sabres win 6-3. Jim Barrero, not happy. Ryan O'Reilly, big game, not pictured.
Love smart solutions? Try the Philips Norelco Shaver 5000. Re-engineered to follow the contours of your face. It's twice as comfortable as our top-selling shaver. Be your best you. Innovation and you. Philips Norelco. Save up to $50 on Philips Norelco.
Ask any athlete, they'll tell you. It's all about footwork. That's why I wear Skechers with air-cooled memory foam. They look great, they feel great.
Skechers, the undisputed champion of comfort.
So you're up at dawn, kid, look alive. You've been saving for a big man cave. Good luck with that, Dave. You made the most of your retirement plan, so you better learn to drive that RV, man. So many things you're doing in your life. Nationwide is on your side.
The vampire and Lycan clans had been at war for centuries, hunting each other to the edge of extinction. Finally, the answers for victory lead us north. What is this place?
Welcome to the Nordic Coven.
As our final battle begins. Marius.
At last. All I want is your blood.
Come and get it.
What are you? Rated R.
In 1931, Auguste Piccard became the first man to reach the stratosphere. Three decades later, his son Jacques became the first to reach the ocean's deepest point. What's your wild rabbit? Hennessy. Never stop, never settle.
Cinnamon sticks. WeatherTech has gifts for everybody this year.
Oh, yeah, they got everything. Floor liners, cargo liners, bump steps.
How are we gonna get it all in the sleigh?
We don't have to. They've got gift cards.
A gift? In a card?
Elf ingenuity.
WeatherTech gift cards make the perfect holiday gift for anyone. Complete protection, completely American made. WeatherTech.com.
Happy holidays.
Floor liners.
They're laser measured.
Neil Everett with Nicole Briscoe. And Nicole, apparently we have a developing story. They're telling me the Dan Murphy interview that you did earlier in the show, His cameraman laid down on the job. Can you explain?
Oh, my. First of all, if you are that cute, you can lay down. In fact, you might even be able to sleep on the job. Dan Murphy, congratulations. You have the cutest dog. We need more information. Dan, contact us immediately. Neil and I want to steal your dog.
We need more dogs.
Dwight Howard going to take on his former team. That would be the Magic. Now playing in Atlanta, and it did not go well. Second quarter, Magic up 5. Howard picked off. Jody Meeks heads down the middle. He finds Aaron Gordon, and Aaron Gordon finds the massive dunk. Magic would finish the first half with 72. You heard that right, 72. Bismack Biyombo ends up in the hands of Serge Ibaka here. Ibaka and one. Magic would win 131-120. Ibaka, game high, 29 points.
When folks in Los Angeles talk about the area's great basketball teams, John Wooden's UCLA Bruins tops any list. There's also the Showtime Lakers, the Shaq-Kobe Lakers, the two Pete Sparks, and then there's the Chino Hills Boys High School team. Now, 1 year does not greatness make, but last season's 35-0 record is a great start. The team was led by the 3 Ball brothers. Now, Lonzo Ball, now leading second-ranked UCLA, a school his brothers have already said they will attend. Stoic Steve Alford screaming inside where it counts. To UCLA when they get done balling at Chino, which is about 30 miles from Pauley Pavilion. Now, there they are. So, LiAngelo and LaMelo. LaMelo's got the blonde dude. He's the younger one. And brother, up and down right there. Then nicknamed Jello, which is a pretty good nickname. Jello spins and scores, and LaMelo to Jello. And then, yeah, that part I don't like. I grew up the son of a high school basketball coach. That was the quickest way to get to the bench. This is the quickest way to stay in the game. I mean, Melo's got range for days. LiAngelo had 72 in a game earlier. LaMelo tries to dunk. He had 23 and 14 assists. LiAngelo with 30, and Chino Hills won by many.
More brothers, only 2. These 2 skate on ice for the Stars. Third period, Stars up 4-2. Jordy Ben with the shot, and Jamie Ben with the goal. Jordy from the point. Jamie able to tip it in. Talk about winning one for the Brotherhood. Stars 6-2 over the Ducks.
My man Josh Clark was at that Dallas game. This is the Miller time moment. It's Villanova and Temple, Big 5. This one's for Les Kiter. Villanova 16 straight wins, tied for the longest streak in school history. This is the City Series Championship. Villanova going for its 4th straight. The three's no good. Jalen Brunson the rebound. Dishes to Josh Hart. It's been all about Josh Hart lately. Hart. I mean, 3 for 3 plus. Villanova up 18. Hart. Mr. Inside, missed, and the foul. And then Hart. I mean, Temple, man, had beaten Florida State and West Virginia, nationally ranked. Villanova runs them by 21. Hart with 26.
You know, we have a humble group of guys, and we know we got to keep getting better and keep getting better. You know, we had some good games, but we know we also had some games where we didn't play 40 minutes of Villanova basketball. We know that. So that's what it's going to take deep in the year. So, we got to keep getting better, build every game. After game, get back in the gym. Just keep working on those habits. It's going to make us successful.
This Miller Time moment is brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer.
Oh, Mike. Hey. It's quite the snowman you got there.
Yeah, it was quite the sale. I saved big. You?
Saved huge. And mine lights up, too.
This holiday season, see your GMC dealer and get something you really want. Get nearly $8,700 total value on select specially equipped brand new 2017 Sierra Crew Cab SLT vehicles in stock. GMC, we are professional grade.
Man, NFL 17.
Get the new Xbox One S.
The whole world has come undone.
Oh, it's beautiful. Nothing will stand in the way of the Empire. The power that we are dealing with is awesome.
The time to fight is now.
Would you like to know the probability of failure? It's high. It's very high.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Rated PG-13.
As I went walking, I saw a sign. And on the sign it said, "No trespassing." But on the other side, it said nothing. That side was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. And all around me, a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. Esta tierra es mía. This land was made for you and me.
Abracadabra. Alakazam. Hocus pocus. It's not working.
Okay, Google, what's the magic word? The magic word is please.
Please.
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema before it's available on Netflix or Redbox.
I finally have them.
Come on, guys. Got something better to do?
We should get a drink sometime.
Suicide Squad. Movies start at Channel 125.
Hockey's biggest stars face off on NHL Center Ice, bringing you up to 40 games a week no matter where you live. Watch your favorite teams and players light the lamp, coast to coast, all season long.
Oh, the move by Malkin, he scores!
And paired with NHL Network, it's your season ticket to the most hockey on TV. The game lives where you do. Order NHL Center Ice now and don't miss another moment of action. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS.
These are our top 10, and at 10, Alan Thicke died Tuesday, and he was a friend of the program, came on the show. I mean, he was a super dude, great Canadian, a big sports fan. He had a heart attack. He was apparently playing hockey with one of his sons, growing pains. He was the father, and man, you've got somebody close to you, hug him, love him.
At number 9, Houston Astros right fielder George Springer has a really big fan in Will. He sent a handwritten note to the team's GM pleading with them not to trade Springer. One, he's his favorite player. He gets his haircut like Springer. It's just too cute.
George Springer went to UConn. Richard Jefferson, Channing Frye, they went to a local grocery store, and they're helping customers out, and they paid their tab. And that's another great thing about sports. Right on. Very dude.
Number 7, it's so fetch. Can we still make it happen? Minor league hockey team in South Carolina, the Stingrays, recreating the Jingle Bell Rock dance from Mean Girls. It's so fetch. Still trying to make it happen.
That's good. That looks kind of like me, only not on stage. A girls soccer tournament, and this is a way to get an assist.
That's a not top player. That's mean.
No, but she got an assist. Wow, I had
I'm not laughing.
You know, Alyssa had shown me that before. It didn't have quite the impact it did there.
That's almost as impactful as this. 10-year-old playing Pop Warner, mean business. We show you because everyone is okay. But that little man got slammed. I'm pretty sure the other kid came off his feet.
Robin Roberts, beauty personified, inducted in the Sports Broadcasting Hall of Fame, a pioneer, a former ESPNer, now on Good Morning America. Just a gem.
More Why We Love Sports. Baltimore Orioles, their 38th annual Reach Party. Chris Davis hosted with former players, current players, 80 outpatients from the University of Maryland's Children's Hospital at Dave & Buster's.
All right, this little kid, he's 5 years old. He's a Messi fan. His dad made him a plastic jersey, and finally he got to meet Messi. I mean, this is such a great story if you follow this kid at all. Look at that smile. Man, I'm telling you, these top 10 are making my eyes water.
Me too. It's dusty in here. And then number one, high school football player Nas West. He'd break through basically the entire defense to take it to the house here. At one point, he has like, what, 1, 2, 3, 5 guys trying to bring him down. 11 carries, 290 yards, 5 touchdowns, and Steel Valley High School won the state championship.
All right, we're going to take you for the tour. First floor, bun. Second floor, 2 patties. Third floor, penthouse, 6 strips of bacon, sesame seed roof. Sunset.
Try the new Bacon King with a half pound of beef and 6 strips of crispy bacon. It's truly the Bacon King, only at Burger King.
In life, you have to adapt to your environment. That's why Jaguar's instinctive all-wheel drive system constantly monitors the road surface and driver inputs hundreds of times every second. Outstanding performance all year round. Jaguar all-wheel drive.
For great offers, visit your local Jaguar retailer during the Unwrap a Jaguar sales event.
The storm is coming, and my son is walking right into it.
Rated M for mature.
Gears of War 4, now $20 off.
Lean on me when you're not strong. We all need somebody to lean on.
What if your car could make you money? Extra cash. Whenever you feel like driving. With Uber, you can earn when you want and chill when you want. Okay, back at it. Sure, you might already have a great job, but this is a new way to earn. Because your car isn't just a car. It's a 4-wheeled money-making machine. So get your side hustle on. Sign up at uber.com/drive now.
Joey, get out of the way. Danny, what are you doing? It's Capital One Bowl Mania. Last year, we had 6,823 minutes of football, all crammed into 31 Capital One Bowl Mania games. I've stocked up on all the essentials and set up camp in studio so I don't miss a thing.
Awesome. I know you got room for me in there.
Nope. Sorry.
Watch Capital One Bowl Mania.
Really, Danny?
Starting December 17th.
I use my new steel building as a workshop and a garage, and I love it.
And now you can get the steel building you've always wanted and save big. For a limited time, Future Steel, the world's leader in steel buildings, is selling off selected models at rock-bottom prices. Save $400, $900, $1,600, up to $2,000 on selected models during this limited time inventory sell-off. Simply call the number on your screen or visit us online for a free brochure and list of sell-off buildings. Call right now.
Attention sleep apnea sufferers. If you use CPAP therapy, if you have private insurance, or you're on a Medicare replacement plan, we may be able to help you get your CPAP supplies at little or no cost to you and free shipping. Most insurance companies allow a patient to get a new CPAP mask, cushion, filter, and tubing every 3 to 6 months to prevent respiratory infection and skin sores.
That's why you should call Americare CPAP, 800-386-5715. That's 800-386-5715.
Sports Center, brought to you by The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Cannot shout out loud enough for Pete Freitas, the former Boston College baseball captain who diagnosed with ALS in 2012. And 2014, they came up with the Ice Bucket Challenge. They've raised over $200 million. They've made a difference. The NCAA giving him the Inspiration Award. Pete, I know you can hear me, man. We love you.
What to watch for Wednesday? It's an ESPN doubleheader. The Pacers, they're in Miami to take on the Heat, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 in the East. All times in between, depending on where you live between those right and left coasts. Like for me, it'd be 7 o'clock. Then it's the Spurs and Celtics. Watch it on ESPN or stream it live on the ESPN app.
What to watch for is brought to you by Macy's.
It has the meats, and it has the man. Sports Center at night with Scott Van Pelt after the Celtics Spurs on Wednesday. He'll have bad beats and lots of other good stuff. An entertaining hour with the television artist known as Brock Landers.
And then Friday, more basketball. Remember, it's the Lakers in Philly to take on the Sixers. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then Mavs in Salt Lake City squaring off. For that game, our coverage tips with NBA Countdown, 7 o'clock Eastern. It's also streaming live on Watch ESPN and the ESPN app.
I'm coming back to Connecticut next week for a group photo. What do I need to pack?
You know that bear suit that I wear in that studio when I'm cold? Just bring that. And a snowsuit all the time.
Woo! I'm just practicing.
This is Sports Center AM live.
Poop fest. It's terrible. This is we played, freaking got home like 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that on Monday, and then you got to play again. I mean, congratulations, NFL. You did it again. What they've been doing it all season. So I guess we're the last ones to get the middle finger.
I can hear my 4-year-old giggling. Poop fest, huh? Richard Sherman with a special message on the short week as the Seahawks coming off their worst loss in the season. Get ready for the Rams tomorrow night. Good Wednesday morning with that, Jamie.
Yeah, good morning, Kevin. You know, he may have a point. Check this out. Just looking at games that are part of the Thursday night football franchise, a whopping 58% of those games have been decided by 10 or more points. Only 37% of all other games this season have been decided by a double-digit margin, guys.
No shortage of excitement in the NBA, though, so we'll start there, Jay. Good morning. All the biggest stars in the NBA, well, most of them were in action last night. Full highlights from LeBron, Steph, KD, Russ, Lillard, Anthony Davis, and more, all in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, good morning to you, Will. So let's get it started right now. We start with Russell Westbrook trying to bounce back from a mediocre performance. Yeah, 37 points and almost a triple-double. That's mediocre because Russ set that bar really, really high. Thunder, Blazers, CC Sabathia, Derek Jeter taking the action in courtside. They would witness a very frustrated Westbrook in this one. Transition, can't get the layup to go. Steven Adams there for the rebound and the dunk. Watch at the end of this play. Damian Lillard going to pick up the ball. Westbrook kicks away from him. And Dame's like, bro, I don't play that, man. Stop it. Lillard, the Blazers don't like it. Westbrook frustrated. Thunder down 16 a little later. Westbrook throws up a wild shot. Mason Plumlee with the rebound. Westbrook runs right up to him and fouls him. And keep it on Westbrook. Picks up the ball. And throws it toward the basket. And I don't know if he's trying to give it to the ref or trying to, I don't know what he's doing. Here's John Barry. John?
Cece Sabathia's over there needs to teach him how to throw a ball because this thing was about 8 feet right. Cece, we need you.
Yeah. They're like, I don't know what's going on. Westbrook not happy. Then the third, Portland crowd booing Russ. Listen. Westbrook hearing it from Blazers fans, picking up his 6th and final assist of the night. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. An off night for Westbrook in Portland. All right, so Russell Westbrook, his 2nd straight game without a triple-double. What does he need to do the rest of the way to average a triple-double for the season? He's good on points, needs 53 points in his final 57 games or 0.9 points per contest, but he needs to average 9.7 rebounds, 9.6 assists over the final 57 games to finish the season with double-digit averages in all 3 categories.
Jay, on the other side, what about the other star? That is Damian Lillard. Surprising amount of success against Russ when KD is not around. Westbrook with more impressive numbers. Lillard with 3 wins. The Westbrooks won, and that trend would continue going baseline, wearing those new red kicks. The release of his new signature shoe, the Dame 3, out today, but you could not ignore the red kicks flying down the floor, going off glass right there. The Adidas's looked smooth, and so was his game. Blazers are up by 16 at the break. They're coming off a 1-point loss to the Clippers. Their losing streak was at 4, and Lillard doing long range, everything he can with the offense from the outside. How about 17 points, 9 assists? They didn't need a lot of them in the second half because he was just knocking down shots.
You know you're going up against a great player. Russ averaging a triple-double this season, having a special season. And you know that he has, a lot of will. I knew what kind of game it was going to be. I knew he was going to be in attack mode. I knew it was going to be a challenge, but just like every other night, I'm ready for that.
Portland wins big, snapping their longest losing streak of the season, 114-95, led by Dame.
Kevin, Draymond Green and the Warriors taking on the Pelicans last night, finishing up a 5-game road trip, trying to end it on a high note. They've gone 3-1 so far. Pelicans with the ball down 3. Take a listen.
He's going to go back to Davis. There it is.
Got it inside. Durant with a weak side block.
How about Kevin Durant with a huge block on Anthony Davis? Draymond was impressed.
KD came out of nowhere, blocked that shot. That was a huge play, for us to, try to take control of the game and close the game out, I should say. That was big for us.
KD saying that whole possession, I was telling myself I wanted to make a huge play. He did so, and it's not the first time we've seen it against this team. October 28th, nearly identical with 40 seconds to play, blocking Davis and finishing on the other end to seal it. Now, Tuesday's game wasn't quite done yet. 14 seconds to go. It is a 2-point game. Pelicans with a chance after the missed free throw.
Davis down 2. Draymond took it away. Draymond Green took it away, and he drew the foul. The 3rd game that Draymond Green has won it defensively.
Coming up with a huge play, 1 of 4 steals on the night for Draymond, but none bigger than that one as he steals the ball from Davis, who had 28 points in this game. And Green talked about that play afterwards.
Just trying to be aggressive. The one important thing is that we're up 2 points. So they call the foul, you go to the free throw line, shoot 2 free throws, we still get a chance to score with 3 of the greatest scorers in the world. So my mindset is just to try to come up with the ball, and we got a little room to spare anyway. So just try to be aggressive. AD, I study him a lot, because I try to stop him when I play him. And I know when he faces up that way, he's always holding the ball right here trying to get left. So once I knew when he faced up, I just swung at the ball and I was able to get a hand on it.
He was, and not the first time this season. The Green has won the game with a defensive play, as we hear from the Warriors and sharing their thoughts on his clutch defense.
Draymond loves being in that situation. He relishes it. He really does, even against a guy like Anthony Davis, who's so good. So it didn't surprise me. You know, he's one-on-one against anybody. I'll take Draymond any day. I mean, he's a nasty defender.
That's definitely a different level of pressure. I don't want to be the guy that gets scored on for game, you know, and so it's always that added element. And I love playing defense. So, you know, when it comes to a situation where you got to get a stop to win the game, I enjoy that moment. Like, it's fun to me.
He loves a challenge and obviously steps up when it matters most, and knows exactly how he can impact the game on that end of the floor, no matter if it's first quarter, second quarter, or last 10 seconds of a game. So we obviously appreciate that effort that he brings every night on that end of the floor.
But it wasn't just the defense, because he finished with a triple-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, as the Warriors win it with some clutch defense down the stretch, 113-109. So he does it all, putting up his 15th career triple-double, and those Warriors are undefeated in those games. That is the best record in NBA history in triple-doubles among players, with at least 15 of them, and the rest of the list just littered with Hall of Famers. And for good measure, he also added 4 steals and 2 blocked shots. Jay.
All right, Jamie, we now welcome NBA analyst Brad Doherty with more on this game. Brad, good morning to you. It seems every night a different star steps up for this Warriors team. Who's the most indispensable player for the Warriors to reclaim the title, in your opinion?
It's really a difficult question because in order for this basketball team to be successful, just like any team, it's like a puzzle. The pieces have to fit together and be very cohesive. But if I had to pick one individual, most would pick Draymond Green, and I love Draymond Green because of his attitude, but it's Kevin Durant. If they're going to win a world championship, another world championship, Kevin Durant has to play at his best. And the thing I like about Kevin Durant, or I love about Kevin Durant, we saw the great post play, the block on Anthony Davis, who's a 7-footer, good post player. But on the perimeter, Kevin Durant is a lockdown defender. He is so long, so tall, he switches impeccably. And he gets through, and once he gets through these screens, Jay, he's so long, so wide, he takes up so much space. He's a problem on the perimeter. So he has to be able to defend at that level. But he also picks up a lot of slack when Steph Curry's not playing very well. He can step up, obviously, and make the same shots that Steph makes. So I think it's Kevin Durant.
Wow, you like the guy who just got there, not Steph, not Clay?
No. I think the Cavaliers are the best team in basketball.
Right.
I think they have been the last 3 years, even though the Warriors beat them. The Warriors beat the depleted Cavaliers team. So if they're going to beat Cleveland, they need Kevin Durant to be at his best.
All right. You hang tight, sir. Going to be back in a moment. First, to send over to Kevin.
Yeah, let's talk about Steph Curry, the other guy in the conversation. Number 30 is a number to watch for the Warriors. When Steph drops 30, the Dubs are undefeated. Third quarter, they were down 7 at the half. Largest deficit of the season at the break. Curry on spin cycle there. Pretty impressive shot. We're going to take a closer look here on this corner shot, because he high-fives former Warriors assistant Darren Erman, who's now on the Pelicans coaching staff. What's behind that hand slapping?
Obviously, I know him very well. He was telling, I think, Drew, while I'm shooting, he's yelling out, if he makes it, it's a good shot. If he makes it, it's a good shot. Trying to encourage that defense. So I wanted, a little praise for that good shot I made. He gave it to me, so it was good. He was a good sport.
And didn't leave him hanging in that situation. We're talking about a very close game here. Pelicans up by 1, and the ball movement, a thing of beauty, and then Curry in transition somehow gets the shot to fall, trying to draw the foul, making the magic there. 30.7 assists. The Warriors would go on to win by 4 in this one. And Anthony Davis had a very impressive night, 28 points, 5 blocks, but it is the Warriors who are now 8-0 when Curry goes for 30. So the 5-game, 7-day road trip is now over, and what a road trip it was. Started Wednesday in L.A. with a 115-98 drubbing of the Clippers. The next night they were in Utah. 29-5 run to open the game proved to be enough to overcome a late Jazz rally. Then on Saturday, the Dubs pummeled by Memphis, at one point trailing by 30 in the third quarter. That was followed up by another back-to-back in Minnesota. Golden State rallied from a 10-point fourth-quarter deficit. And finally, last night, New Orleans, the Warriors coming back in the second half, down by 7 at one point, but getting the victory, pulling it late and finishing the trip 4-1.
This is everything that we worked for all season long. They say hard work pay off, man. So let's make that statement become true.
Oh, yeah. LeBron James right down the pipe.
James caps off an MVP regular season with a magnificent playoff run.
LeBron James captures that elusive title.
I'm NBA champion. Nobody can ever take that away from me.
LeBron James, everything is good for LeBron. He's pouring it in now.
It's back-to-back titles for the Heat.
2013 Bill Russell NBA Finals Most Valuable Player is LeBron James.
That's what it's all about.
Well, we all know LeBron James won 2 titles with the Heat. What you might not realize is one of the assistants during that run was David Fizdale, who is now the head coach in Memphis. And last night, the Cavs played the Grizzlies for the first time since he took that new gig. And he was asked, how about LeBron making the coaching transition someday?
No, he would kill somebody. Perfection is like, he wants perfection. I think he would end up killing a player at some point because they wouldn't live up to the expectations that he would set forth.
We'll hear from Coach LeBron in just a moment. How would he do on the floor? Looking kind of like a player coach. Channing Frye comes to give him a pick. Doesn't want it, though. James, 6'8", 250. He's being guarded by 6'6", 213-pound Andrew Harrison, and he easily backs him down and scores. Later in transition, a nice pass from James to Kevin Love for the lay-in. That would produce high fives all around. And after the game, Coach LeBron on what he saw during that play.
Whatever the defender decision he made was going to be the wrong decision. So if he took Kev, he was going to get JR for a clean look. He took JR, got Kev for open look, so he didn't have a choice to make the right decision on that play.
Some nice insight there. After the game, LeBron heard about Coach Fizdale's comments and tended to agree.
Fizz said he can't see you as a coach because you'd kill somebody. Too much of a perfectionist.
Yeah, he's a little right.
Yeah, he said, I don't think I have that much patience. LeBron, 23 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds as the Cavs win 103-86. So Kyrie Irving resting on Tuesday and J.R. Smith finally breaking out of his slump, and he picked up the slack. The Cavs' new look big three combining for 75 of the team's 103 points. They out-rebounded, out-assisted the rest of the team. They combined to shoot 45% from three-point range, and they took 18 of Cleveland's 23 foul shots. Now, Ty Lue said after the game that LeBron, Kyrie, and Kevin Love will not travel to Memphis for tonight's game, the second half of that home-and-home back-to-back. Brad Daugherty back with us now, and so they might need J.R. Smith tonight as he found his range last night with Irving resting. What does this mean for the Cavs going forward, especially once Irving gets back into the lineup?
Yeah, Jamie, this is a veteran basketball team, so you're not really overly concerned about many facets of the game for them because they know what they're doing. Like I told J.R., it's like pieces of a puzzle. But what you want to see is them continue to make strides defensively, become more cohesive on the defensive end, and I think that's starting to take place. J.R. is an incredible scorer of the basketball, but he can be cold at times. But what you want to see with JR is his confidence still burgeoning. You want to see him continuing to take good looks and sometimes even some bad looks because he makes tough shots during games. So as long as his confidence is there, this basketball team continues to vault forward. I think they're more concerned about getting to April, being healthy, and firing on all cylinders than anything. And playing through the regular season is not just a formality, but it's not as important as getting to April healthy.
Yeah, they will lean on J.R. Smith tonight for sure. He scored a season-high 23 points last night, 6 of 10 from three-point range, which was also a season-high. Brad, thanks so much. Kevin?
Jamie, Mondays are the worst, not just for you and me, but for players around the NFL. That Sunday grind brings on the Monday pain and then therapy. By the end of the week, the body revs up for the unnatural physical contact all over again the following weekend. Coming off the worst loss of the season in Green Bay and getting ready to face the Rams, Seahawks star Richard Sherman yesterday didn't hold back, describing the quality of Thursday night football.
Poop fest. It's terrible. This is, we played, freaking got home like 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that on Monday, and then you got to play again. I mean, congratulations, NFL. You did it again. What they've been doing it all season, so I guess we're the last ones to get the middle finger. Your body's going to recover how it recovers every other week. You can't speed it up any more than you normally would. You just got to deal with it. It's just one of those things, part of the job.
When you recovered, will your body be Thursday?
As recovered as it'll be any other Thursday, probably 50, 60%, but it is what it is.
Where does Thursday Night Football rank in terms of your discontent?
I mean, it's pretty high, but top five. Because it's just no regard. It's hypocritical, as I've stated before. They make this huge stance about player safety. Then you put the players in tremendous danger.
Three-time Super Bowl champ Mark Schlereth is with us this morning. What do you hear when you hear Richard Sherman's comments yesterday?
Well, I hear honesty. I hear the truth. Players hate playing on Thursday night. Their bodies can't recover. I mean, that's just the way it is. And first off, I think the product suffers because I think the product, and when you watch NFL football, it's not full speed all the way across the board. It can't be. You can't prepare mentally for the game. You can't put in the practice time. And the players' bodies just aren't recovered enough to really be great out there. So you are putting yourself in harm's way. You are putting tired players on a football field, and you are exposing them to injuries. I think the other thing we talk about all the time, it's not the one concussive hit. It's the cumulative damage that you do when we talk about brain trauma. And so if you sit there and play all day Sunday and you roll back in on a Thursday night and you already have some issues going on, or you've already taken a ton of hits on a Sunday, the repetitive nature, the cumulative damage you do to yourself in that regard. I don't know what the science says, but I got to imagine that you put yourself in that position time and time again, and you don't have that time to recover, that full week to recover, it can't be good for you from that standpoint. So he's 100% right. I mean, the product is bad. The players can't play at full speed, and you've put them in harm's way.
There's a consumption nationally from the audience. More football is a good thing. Now, the players have agreed to playing on Thursday night, the CBA. We'll see if that changes down the road. But when you look at Week 15 and you see that it features games on Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, that preaches success. How is it processed by players and former players?
Well, I think the Thursday night one is the one that really bothers guys. Saturday, there's one less day, obviously, to recover there, but you understand the Saturday thing when college football goes away, so you get that. But yeah, I just think that players look at this. I've always been a believer, Kevin, in that leave them wanting more. And sometimes overexposure. I mean, that's one of the things we've had this year so far. Now, we've had some great primetime games here recently, but early in the season, that's all we talked about is you've saturated you've saturated the market. You've got too many games. And Thursday night games, in many cases, in my mind, have become regional matchups. Right? We're doing divisional games. They become regional matchups. They become important only to that region, not nationally, because the game suffers and the quality of the game suffers. So it's something, I don't think is going to go away because ultimately player safety is not the #1 priority of the National Football League. It's never been the #1 priority of the National Football League. Safety of their quarterbacks, that's a different story. Yeah. They want their quarterbacks to be safe, but the rest of us, they don't really care. And that's what Thursday Night Football presents. It's about money. It's not about player safety. It's about revenue. And that's why we have games on Thursday nights.
Mark's going to be back later in the hour with much more on another bad state, and that is the state of the Rams right now as they play football with a new head coach.
Hey, Kevin, coming up on SportsCenter AM, Villanova is the defending national champ and #1 in the country. And at 7:38 Eastern, we're going to show you how they dominated another Big Five opponent last night. That's just what they do. And at 7:51, it was a great night of sports. We're going to show you the top 10 plays. You don't want to miss that action It's a lot of good action. You're watching SportsCenter AM.
SportsCenter AM, brought to you by Mitsubishi Motors and the 2016 Mitsubishi Motors Holiday Sales Event.
I spy something that starts with M. Mickey. Something that starts with B. Boat. Something with F. It's fire truck.
Wait, that's 2 words. It doesn't count.
Yes, it does.
The 2017 Mitsubishi Outlander, one of America's safest crossovers, well equipped for under $24,000. Get up to $3,000 cash back on select models during the Mitsubishi Motors Holiday Sales Event.
Wendy's Taco Salad is back.
Wendy's had a taco salad?
Wendy's had a taco salad. Fresh chopped lettuce and tomatoes, classic chili and tortilla chips. If you remember Wendy's Taco Salad, you're welcome. If you don't, you will.
There's some people you should give underwear to this holiday. And there are some people you shouldn't. You shouldn't give underwear to everybody, but for those you do, give them Fruit of the Loom.
It's time to deck the halls in here, so you can help them get out there. For families who love the great outdoors every season, the only place to go this season is Cabela's Christmas Sale. Save up to 60% on select hunting gear, 25% off select men's, women's, and kids' hunting boots, and 30% off all in-stock Cabela's rods, reels, and combos. Find great deals for everything on their list. Shop in-store and online at Cabela's.com.
So you want to know your heart rate when you're doing this, or this, or this, maybe not this, but this, or even this, which means you should probably wear this. Beat yesterday with Vivo Active HR from Garmin.
I really did save hundreds of dollars on my car insurance with Geico. I should take a closer look at Geico.
Geico has a long history of great savings and great service. Over 75 years.
Wait, 75 years? That is great.
Speaking of great, check out these hot riffs. You like Smash Mouth?
Yeah, I have an early day tomorrow, so.
Wait, almost there.
Good night, Bruce.
I gotta tune the A. Me.
Take a closer look at Geico. Great savings and a whole lot more.
Come on! Why doesn't Verizon offer unlimited data like T-Mobile?
Is it because their LTE network was built 6 years ago?
6 years ago? That's like 100 in phone years.
Their LTE network is older, slower, and they limit you. Switch to T-Mobile, the newer, faster, and unlimited network. We cover 99% of the Americans Verizon covers. Switch your family of 4 to T-Mobile, and we'll give you $800 to spend anywhere you want.
$1 million. Fragrance for Men by Paco Rabanne.
At Macy's, your fragrance destination.
The field is set.
Chance to compete for a championship. Ohio State wins. Off to the playoff again.
I call it the cinnamon bun.
This is bizarre. WikiLeaks! Wake Forest has fired a former player turned radio analyst after the school concluded he attempted to leak game plans to opponents multiple times the last 2 years. Tommy Elrod played and coached at Wake before joining the radio team after Coach Dave Clawson did not retain him on the staff. And Wake says Elrod attempted to or provided confidential game plans to opponents in the time since, including we had documents found inside Louisville Stadium ahead of a game last month that sparked the university's investigation. This is wild. Super Bowl champion college football analyst Booger McFarland joining us. When I say wild, this feels much deeper than just one isolated story surrounding one school. What are your thoughts about this investigation?
Well, I think first and foremost, we have to realize how this happened. And if I'm a fan out there sitting at home and saying, okay, well, why does this really matter? I'll use a play that we all hear John Gruden talk about, Spider 2, Y Banana. Let's say that your opposing team is in the red zone, and we know that Wake Forest loves to run this play, especially if they check a code like red, red. Now you come to the line of scrimmage and you hear red, red. Now the opposing team knows exactly what play is coming. So that's an isolated, specific situation where something like this could come into play. And to me, here's the reason why this is so big. In a day and age where we talk about point shaving from players, in a day and age where we talk about referees fixing game, what's the difference with this? What's the difference? Here's a coach who can directly affect the outcome of a game knowing the information. Now he's either gone rogue, or he's trying to get a grind an axe against his team, or he's accepting money from someone. So if I'm someone out there and I'm listening to this right now, I put this on the same level as point shaving. I put this on the same level as fixing games, because here's a guy who's directly trying to give information to the opponent that can affect the game. So the integrity of the ACC and the integrity of college football, in my opinion, is at stake right now.
And other coaches, too. You have no idea how they did the information to report them?
If you're the coach on another team and this information came to you, you have two opportunities or two choices. Either one, you can accept it, or two, you can turn the guy in. And if you did either, in my opinion, that's what you should have done. Number one, go turn the guy in. Go to the coach or go to the officials and say, hey, here's a rogue official that's bringing me information, and I want to turn him in. But I didn't hear that. I didn't hear a coach come forward with that. And so to me, they have to find out what coaches from other schools knew about this, what coaches turned it down, but more importantly, did any other coaches accept this information? And to me, that's how this story could be much, much bigger.
This extends to 2014, by the way, and Elrod did not immediately return messages to ESPN on
I don't know if I'd have returned those messages.
Turn it off, right? Our attorney will be answering all phone calls. Booger's going to be back during the 9 a.m. Eastern hour with much more. Jamie?
Kevin, well, we have some rumors shot down by Jim Harbaugh as we get you up to date. The Michigan head coach shooting down NFL coaching rumors in a way that only Jim Harbaugh can. When they fired Jeff Fisher, that talk picked up some steam, but Harbaugh addressed the rumors with his team, telling them to ignore the talk. Specifically, here is what Harbaugh said. Quote, I'm not leaving Michigan. I'm not even considering it. A lot of this talk is coming from our enemies. They like to tell that to the recruits and to their families to try to manipulate them into going to some other school besides Michigan. But we know them as jive turkeys. I'm not going to lie. I actually had to Google jive turkey this morning. This is what the Detroit Free Press went with.
On Esther somewhere with?
Yeah, Urban Dictionary.
I know mine.
Quote, I'm not leaving. That is the headline that you are waking up to this morning. Trevor Maddich and Booger McFarland going to be back in the 9 a.m. hour to talk more about this story.
Old fish-eye food.
Up to Date is brought to you by Fruit of the Loom. Gift underwear responsibly.
7:30 Eastern. Oh, getting you up to date. Much more hoops for you. T-Wolves and Bulls. Tom Thibodeau making his return to Chicago. Standing O during pregame. Hug from his former players. Late third quarter. No more hugging. T-Wolves up one. They wiped out a 21-point deficit. Oh, Carl Anthony Towns trying to wipe out that dunk, but Robin Lopez says, no. Carl, as Randy would say, good to see you. Here's Towns on his offensive struggles.
I didn't shoot the ball well tonight, and, I just felt every time I missed a shot, that I was letting Tibbs down, but I just tried to pick it up on the other end.
And he did. Under a $1:15 left in the third, Jimmy Butler going to get trapped in the paint, and Towns steals the pass, thank you very much, beats everyone down court. That's that slam I was trying to get before. 16 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, his 6th straight double-double, his longest streak of the season. Fourth quarter, under a minute 10 left to go. Bulls down 2, Dwayne Wade, defended by Zach LaVine on the perimeter. Wade can't make any room, and that forces up a bad shot. And watch ESPN Access. Ricky Rubio gets the rebound, finds a wide-open LaVine, easy transition bucket. D-Wade and crew falling asleep on defense. Bulls calling timeout. after that play, and frustration would set in for D-Wade. Under 30 seconds left, Bulls down 4. Drives the paint, lots of contact, no foul. He can't believe there's no call. What? No, what? He will continue to bark at the ref, and back-to-back technical fouls, and he is ejected from the game. Clearly not pleased as he leaves the court. Here's Wade on what needs to be done to fix the Bulls after blowing a big lead late.
I wish I had that answer, Chuck. If I did, I would put that magic potion on this team. We got to fix it by, going through the process. You can't fast track it. We got to go through this hurt, pain of losing games, the embarrassment of losing games. Can't worry about if it's ugly, if it's cute. Just got to worry about winning. Against Miami, we just won the game. Don't matter how it is, how it's done. And tonight, we found a way not to win.
Wade and the Bulls frustrated. Thibodeau and the T-Wolves coming back from a 21-point deficit to win 99-94. That 21-point comeback, the largest comeback by any NBA team this season. And according to the Elias Sports Bureau, it's the largest comeback for a head coach in his first game against his former team in the past 20 seasons. Zach LaVine, a big contributor. He scored 19 of his team-high 24 after the Wolves fell behind by 21. Will?
Jay, if tomorrow night in the NFL is a poop fest, last night in college basketball was a dunk fest. We start with Texas Southern and Cincinnati. Off a missed three, Texas Southern gets the rebound and pushes the pace.
Off the backboard, and Derek Griffin may have just landed on SportsCenter's top 10.
That is as good as it gets. As a general rule, when the broadcast mentions the top 10, we're going to show it on SportsCenter the next day. Derek Griffin, you wish dunks counted for more than 2 because Cincinnati won big, 96-58. Speaking of big, that dunk from Stephen Davis and Wright State. His head was parallel with the rim. Some dude got abducted. Look at the top of your screen. There's an alien light beam just taking him out. That guy plays for Urbana, and he's gone. Stephen Davis looking like an alien with that dunk. Still counts for 2, though. They won 85-34. Wow. Speaking of wow, that's Jordan Bowden going up on the inbounds on a Tuesday. See what I did there? See what he did there? Coming in, throwing it down. Tennessee wins 74-68, a close one against their in-state rival. Still ahead, Todd Gurley not backing off his middle school offense comments. Mark Schlereth is back to discuss.
You totaled your brand new car. Nobody's hurt, but there will still be pain. It comes when your insurance company says they'll only pay 3/4 of what it takes to replace it. What are you supposed to do, drive 3/4 of a car? Now, if you had Liberty Mutual new car replacement, you'd get your whole car back. I guess they don't want you driving around on 3 wheels. Smart.
With Liberty Mutual new car replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
It's your TV. Take it with you. With DirecTV and AT&T, stream live TV anywhere, data free. Join DirecTV today, starting at $35 a month. No extra monthly fees.
Tomorrow's the day we'll play something besides video games.
Every day is a gift, especially for people with heart failure. But today, there's Entresto, a breakthrough medicine that can help make more tomorrows possible.
Tomorrow, I want to see Teddy bait his first hook.
In the largest heart failure study ever, Entresto was proven to help more people stay alive and out of the hospital than a leading heart failure medicine. Women who are pregnant must not take Entresto. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren. If you've had angioedema while taking an ACE or ARB medicine, don't take Entresto. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high potassium in your blood.
Tomorrow, I'm going to
to step out with my favorite girl.
Ask your heart doctor about Entresto and help make the gift of tomorrow possible.
The Season of Adventure sales event is happening now. Land Rover, above and beyond.
This holiday season, give her the gift she's really gonna love. Endless prime rib, baby!
It's Golden Corral's prime rib and shrimp trio. Every night enjoy 3 sensational shrimp dishes. And on the weekend, at Endless Prime Rib and Portobello Sirloin. Only at Golden Corral.
It says happy holidays and everything.
That tat hurt, but looks awesome.
I've seen better. No way.
What are you doing?
Bro, you're ripped.
Knowing I was going to shoot wide him with you, I hit it a little harder. Oh, check out this new one I got.
Oh, Brian.
What? They get the time wrong?
No, it's right. Okay.
Why him? Rated R, December 23rd.
Nice back.
At Cobalt, we work with innovative tools every day, like the double drive. It may look like an ordinary screwdriver, but when you hold this collar and turn the handle forward and backward, the bit keeps on moving, which means it drives twice as fast. Its all-metal gearing is engineered to last, taking on tough jobs. And the new quick load technology securely holds standard and precision bits. Double drive helps you get more done.
Double drive is fast and easy, now with standard and precision bits. Buy at Lowe's or online. Cobalt tools, exclusively at Lowe's.
I won this 55-inch TV for less than $30 on DealDash.com.
I got this $1,200 computer for $100.71.
These aren't actors, they're real people who got real savings at DealDash.com, the fair and honest bidding site. At DealDash.com, you can save up to 99%, but hurry, everything must go.
And shipping is always free.
Visit DealDash.com and start bidding today.
I told Tibbs in the fourth quarter, I'm going to bring this home for you. So I'm just glad that I was able to come true on my word.
This is game over. You can feel the ground. What an important win for the Minnesota Timberwolves in Tom Thibodeau's return to Chicago.
This is a game we knew it was going to be an easy one, so we had to just grind it out.
J.R. Smith rises. Hits a beautiful stroke for three. LeBron goes to work. Oh, bounce cut inside. Kevin Love on a nice three.
But we felt like we made plays when we have to, and that's kind of been our calling this whole season.
Davis down 2. Draymond took it away. Draymond Green took it away, and he drew the foul. The third game that Draymond Green has won it defensively.
Definitely got to be gritty in order to do some things like that.
What a jam by Coleman. Another alley-oop from Lillard. And the Blazers win this one, beating Oklahoma City.
We made a tough game, a physical game. We were kind of just desperate for a win.
That sounds like the top stories. You know, Jay, our morning crew, the producers, have a great sense of humor.
Really? Why do you say that?
My standing O going to the best player in the country on the best team. That is Josh Hart in Villanova. Taking on Temple. Hart, by the way, scoreless in the first 15 minutes of this game, a Big Five contest where both teams came in undefeated in city basketball. And there he goes, getting started, critical point in this game where it changed everything. Temple was within 5, and then suddenly they are down by 13 at the break, just like that, led by Hart on this break. He had 37 points on Saturday against ND. And again, first 15 minutes scoreless, well, he turned it on. How about 26 points in this game in the final 25 minutes, averaging 20 points and nearly 4 assists per contest. He was feeling it. 5th 20-point game this season. Nova wins big, 78-57, 17 straight wins, longest active streak in D1 hoops. The Nova seniors, first class in program history to never lose a game in the Big Five.
You went to Temple, right?
That is impressive work.
That's right, you went to Temple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Nova. There you go.
Smash Temple.
Oh. This photo changed a boy's life. This is Murtaza Amadi, and that jersey is a plastic bag his brother made for him because the family could not afford a real Argentina Messi jersey. A lot has happened since this photo was taken. First, Leo Messi heard about Murtaza and sent him a real signed Argentina jersey. Then he got famous and the Taliban took notice. They threatened Murtaza's father for teaching Western values, and the family had to flee Afghanistan. The story has a happy ending, though, and it came yesterday. Murtaza met his hero, and for that, he and Leo Messi get my standing O. Barcelona was in Qatar for a friendly against El Ali, and young Amadi got to be the young child that got to walk onto the pitch with Leo Messi, and he would not let go of the moment or his man. The one child to stay with the team throughout the pregame ceremonies, a moment that none of them will ever forget. He even got to place the ball on the starting line with the referee and he's supposed to go off, but no, wait, I need to see my guy one more time. It's changed my life, and I'm going to enjoy it. And finally, the game did have to start, so Murtaza gets a little assist from the ref.